Welcome back to Kids Fun Science. My name's Ken. Today's experiment is the moving optical illusions. As always, adult supervision is required. What you need for this experiment is to print out the templates, which I put links in the description, and then you're going to be able to do this experiment. So what you need to start off this experiment is you need to print these out on transparency paper. So there's a whole bunch of different patterns. And then there's this one here, the master template. You need one of those because that's used for every one. I use some poster board here that I cut out exactly the size of the transparency paper, which is just a regular piece of paper. This helps it guide the template over the other ones you print out. So you can see mine's a little beat up here. I've had it for many years, but fingerprints will take off the ink as time. So you put down your first template, and then you take your master template and you drag it across the template, and that's where the poster board will keep it in line, and so it goes straight. And as you can see, it gives it that moving, that really awesome moving effect. So the optical illusion looks like it's moving or going down a hallway. And for this example, and if you pull it back the other direction, it looks like now you're going down the hallway. Before you were exiting the hallway. It's just this really awesome effect, and just incredible. And you can do this with different templates that I have in the descriptions. Here's one of my favorite ones here, the cat. And as you can see, as you go slower, the cat will slow down, or if you go quicker, the cat starts to run faster. All these templates I got from BrusPup generously provides these on their website, which I'll list in the description below. They're incredible. These people put these together. It's just amazing. And you'll be able to print them out on transparency paper and do them yourself. Our brains are really complex, right? So they're constantly processing data coming all in from all our senses, and our eyes provide that input, and it sends a huge amount of that information to our brain, which is actually rather astonishing as it figures out everything it's brought into. To see motion, you need at least two objects so that one can move relatively to the other. Sometimes one of those objects is you. If you turn your head, the room you're sitting in looks like it's turning the other way, but our brain compensates for that. It knows it's moving, and your perspective of the room is motionless. But this works the other way too. You can make the brain think something is moving even when it's not. That's the principle behind this wonderful optical illusion created by BrusPup. Isn't that awesome? Your brain swears those drawings are moving, even though you can see they're not. Basically, what's happening is it's just fooling your brain. There's a number of these different printouts you can do. And like I said, you need to print these out on transparency paper. Any kind of office supply store will print these out for you, so you don't have to use all your own black ink or go buy the transparency paper. It's really, really cheap. You don't have to print them all out. Most important is you got to get your master template. This one on the left that I'm pushing forward is the biggest one, and you can see you want to make sure you're always facing down the piece of transparency paper that was printed on. Use the other side. As you can see, I'm missing chunks out of here because I have a lot of kids use these, and they don't turn them the right way, and their fingerprints take some of the ink off the transparency. But overall, they still work. I've had these for many, many years. Here's a cool one here, just a stick guy walking down the street. And what's cool is the kids really love is you move it slow and you can see him moving. But if you pull it back a little quicker, you can speed everything up, and it goes back and forth. And that's kind of why I use that poster board as a template, because you're able to push it back and forth and it stays on track. It's kind of like a track. So it's not needed. You can slide these over without the poster board. Here's a little Pac-Man getting shot, but he's eating all the little BBs coming into it. So as you go, you can see the gun going up and down. Here's one. I got a little bit of a glare here. That red line's not in there. I don't know how I got the glare on this one. But there's a dinosaur, a little T-Rex here running towards you. A little Jurassic Park. And then you can slow them up or speed them up back and forth by moving the paper or the template back and forth a little bit quicker. You know, like I said, these get used many times at my house. It's a lot of fun, and you'll use them over and over. Here's a nice little gear that's taking in some balls or some steel balls and dropping them down into the Pac-Man there, and he's eating them all up. So you're gonna pull it back the other way, and you can see this is all monitored. Your eyes are tracking the parallel slits, right? And from our perspective, they're not moving. But when the slits are evenly spaced like they are, and others come in between it, then it repeats. The slit in the line moves over the part of the drawing behind it, and so our brain sees the animation even though the drawing's not moving. Here we're smashing those balls down and making them flat. A little production line here, that's pretty cool. And we got a couple more, and this is one of those fun optical illusions that just fools your brain, and absolutely kids will love it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to click thumbs up and to subscribe, and thanks for watching. There's one more right after this.